So I've given you an opportunity to earn some extra credit and practice writing equations of lines and practice your understanding of domain and range. All of those things will take place if you choose to participate on this extra credit. And it will be a substantial extra credit, especially if you do a really good job and you do all parts. So there's 3 different parts that you can do. Um, you can click on the tree folder, and inside the tree folder, you'll see that I've given you some examples of lines. You turn those off and you see the tree outline does not go away. Your job is to write equations that will trace the outline of this tree. Here's the first example. The vertical line down here that's tracing the trunk of the tree that's written. Since it's a vertical line, it's a line that crosses the x-axis. That's why it's x equals 2. This stuff that's after the equation is limiting what part of the equation that we see. If we take that part off, then we get the x equals 2 line that goes on forever in both directions. But we don't want the entire line. We only want the part that goes from the point 2, 1 to the point 2, -4. So the equation x equals 2, in order to chop this part right here that we don't want off and this part down here that we don't want off, we restrict the range. The range are the y values. And that's how we restrict the range. We only want those y values that go right there to 1. I don't know why it's showing you 0.999, but that's fine. Oh, because I do know why. We didn't include the 1 underneath there. If we include the 1, then it goes all the way up to 1. There it is. So we go all the way up to 1. There's the 0.21 right there, and then the point, we put the equal sign after that. It will include the -4. So that's showing you, oh, for Pete's sake, there it is. Anyway, it's going all the way from -4 up to +1. It's starting to trace it at -4 and it's stopping at 1. So if you're going to do this one over here, it would be the same restrictions on the range. It would just need to be the line x equals -2. And the way you add an equation on there is just click the add button and add an expression. It should pop up underneath that last one. If it doesn't, if you clicked on this one, you can move it up there. You do want to make sure that that little gray line gets added. That way it stays in that folder. So if you wanted to do x equal -2 and then restrict it so that it's only between -4 is less than y is less than 1. Uh-oh, I goofed up. Less than y. There we go. Then I put a comma there. That's what happened. Then it should show you. Why is it not showing me? X. I don't know why it's not showing me. X. Oh, it is. Yeah, it is. -1, -2. Oh, we did. Sorry, we did not -4. We did +4. There we go. So it's starting at -4 and going all the way up to +1. A couple of things you can do. You can click on this right here, and if you want to make that line thicker, I think it's this one right here. You can choose to make it like a 3, or you can choose to make it like a 5. And that you see how it's making the line a little bit bolder. You can make it be a 10. It'll be a really bold line. But that's how you can change both the color and the size of the line. Let's see. Y equals 9, that's a horizontal sorry, that's a horizontal line. There's all horizontal lines. Those are going to be lines that are going to cross the y-axis. And so you're going to restrict their domain. This is going from this endpoint right there. So it's -5, 9 going to 7, 9. It's rounding off because it has no bar underneath it. There's the whole line. There's the x equals 9 line, and then you can see it goes from 5, 9 to 7, 9. So we only want the part from 5 to 7. So that's why we stick that up there, and then it's restricted. Now you might want to, again, change that to green because it's part of the tree, and if you want to make that be a really thick line, make it be 10 or something like that. And anyway, that's what you would do. Just continue to go along there and trace the branches of the tree. Don't be afraid to play around. You know it's going to be y equals, we'll just do x. There's y equals x. And if you want this line to like go up here, then we would need to raise it up. And how do we raise it up? We make the y-intercept be 16. I need the y-intercept to be a little bit higher because it's not quite right in the right place. So now this line right here is right where I need it. And then I would click on the intersection right here of the endpoints to see what my x values are. So the domain needs to be -6 to -3. So right here I would do -6 is less than x is less than -3. And then change the color and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's what you would do. Be sure you do get it in the folder by making sure that little gray line goes in there. The ornaments, I've shown you lots of things about the ornaments. The same thing works. Here's the way the ornaments work. To make a circle, you do x squared plus y squared. This less than or equal to is what's causing them to be shaded in. If you don't want them shaded in, you just do equals. This number right here makes how round the balls are. So if you want them to be bigger, then you make that number bigger. There's a 1. Now I've got it in the wrong place. So y value shoves it down. There's moved it down a little bit. X value moves it left and right. So if I wanted to move it to the other side, I would make it be +8. So now I've moved it to the other side. And again, if you wanted to shade it, you just do the less than and then you're equal to. And of course you can change the color. Change the color if you want it to be orange or purple. You can put ornaments on there wherever you want. Your garland is just going to be more lines. So here, this is your garland. You can see that the lines maybe don't exactly intersect the way they should. It said that it was undefined because I was at the very end of it and I didn't have the bars underneath it. Put the bars underneath it by hitting the equal sign, and then the end will be defined. But the thing is that I want it to intersect or get a little bit closer. There's a blank spot right there. So I have it going to 1.2. I may need it to go a little bit further over to 1.3. Then it looks like it kind of matches up. You see over here, this end, it's going down to 16.2. It may, oh, sorry, I should be looking at the x value, 3.6. It may need to go to all the way over to 4. Let's just make it go over to 4. There we go. And then it intersects the tree. So then you could do, you know, a garland that zigzags over here or over here, over here. You would just need to change. Notice that the slope is negative because my line is going up to the left. Be sure you get the little gray mark. So it's y equals, I would want the x value to be positive this time, the slope to be positive. So I would do positive. I want the rise to be smaller than the run. And then let's move it up to 15 and see what that looks like. Not too bad. I may want to go up just a little bit more, so I can get a good intersection right there. That's not bad. Then we would restrict the domain. I would want the domain to be -3.5 to 4. So put your symbols. -3.5 is less than x is less than 4. And there it gives me the part that I want. And then change the color. Make it be blue if you want all the garland to be blue. That's completely up to you. But then place your balls. It does your ornaments. It doesn't matter. But that would be how you could decorate your Christmas tree. So outline the tree, place your garland, and place your ornaments. You can do a snowman, you can do stars by little lines that intersect. You can be as creative as you want to be, and spend as much time as you want. If you want a new folder, you just click on new folder. Like if you wanted to do stars or snowman or whatever, that just helps you keep things organized.